Welcome to American Baker in Germany, where the ingredients are German and the baker is American. I'm Michelle, and this is
Sabrina.
And how old are you?
I'm turning 9.
You're turning 9, and today we are making a birthday cake for your party.
Yeah.
And did you invite some friends?
Yeah, I really did.
Yeah.
I invited 12.
12? 12 friends? Yeah? You excited?
Yeah.
And what kind of cake are we making for this party?
Rainbow Galaxy Unicorn.
Yeah, you like the galaxy part on it, yeah?
Yeah.
Galaxy, rainbow, unicorn.
Yeah.
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get started.
Yeah.
This cake is two-tiered. The bottom tier is made up of a 7-inch funfetti cake that's vanilla cake with sprinkles and is filled and frosted with white chocolate ganache. I also added some sprinkles in the middle because why not? At first, I just crumb coated the cake, especially because the ganache was a bit soft, so I put it in the fridge to set up while I worked on the top tier. Whenever I make a tiered cake, I cut out a piece of cardboard the size of the cake itself and wrap it in aluminum foil to make it food safe. Then I placed this on a washable cake board and stacked and frosted the cake. This time the cake is a 5-inch red velvet cake filled and frosted with white chocolate ganache. Once again, I just crumb coat the cake and chill it in the fridge while I do the next coat of ganache on the bottom tier. This time, I do my best to get the frosting nice and smooth. Then I chill it again while I frost the top tier again. Then I move on to rolling out some blue fondant to cover the bottom tier. My concept for this cake is because Sabrina wants a galaxy, I will make the top tier the galaxy and the bottom tier the sky, like we're looking up through the stratosphere. Then the rainbows will be on the bottom tier and the unicorn silhouettes on the top tier. So I cover the bottom tier with blue fondant. I smoothed it on with my fondant smoother in my hands and cut off the excess with a knife. Then I covered the top tier with black fondant. I smoothed it on with my fondant smoother and my hands and cut off the excess with a knife. Then I placed wooden dowels in the bottom tier to hold up the cake and placed the top tier on the bottom tier. A piece of black fondant tore when transferring the cake, so I patched it up as well as I could. Then I mixed some food coloring with clear alcohol. This is purple, turquoise, blue, and pink, and I mixed all of those with some white to make the color less transparent. Then I painted the color onto the cake with paintbrushes I only use for baking. I'm just basically making splotches wherever I want the color and dab a bit off with a paper towel to give it some depth and make the color a bit more cloud-like. Also, I didn't only paint the top tier, I also continued the pattern onto the bottom tier. I had planned to do this as I thought it would look cool, but if you only want one tier to be galaxy, then paint it before you stack the cake together. Finally, I flicked pure white food coloring onto the cake to be the stars in the background. Don't forget to clean up after this, the paint gets everywhere. Then I rolled out some white fondant and used a unicorn cookie cutter to cut out some white unicorn silhouettes. If you don't have a unicorn cookie cutter, you could also Google an image you like and trace around it. Then I stuck the unicorns onto the side of the galaxy tier with edible glue. Then I cut out Sabrina's name out of white fondant and stuck it onto the side of the top tier. I also placed the number 9 on the top of the cake, and I added another unicorn silhouette onto the back of the cake. Now let's work on the bottom tier. I used all 6 colors of the rainbow and rolled them into snakes one at a time and bent them around a circle cutter to get the size and placed them on the cake board. I made 4 rainbows in total using every color of the rainbow. This took a few minutes, so enjoy the music until I chime back in. Once I finally had all the rainbows completed, I placed them evenly spaced around the bottom tier. Then I flattened white fondant into uneven snakes and placed them under the rainbows to look a bit like the rainbows were emerging from the clouds. Then I filled in the gaps around the bottom tier. And I added another row of uneven clouds around the bottom of the top tier. Finally, I topped the cake with a glittery rainbow number 9 candle. I love this cake. It's so different from the other rainbow unicorn cake we made. It's like night and day, literally. This one's night. Sabrina loved it. She said it was exactly what she had pictured, and she got to have a lovely birthday party celebration with lots of friends, just like she wanted. Happy birthday, Sabrina. For more cakes and recipes, visit our website at AmericanBakerInGermany.com. We're also on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Subscribe for a new cake every week. Hit the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload a new video.